Dear friends, welcome to Bond with RK Chemistry YouTube channel. In this video, I will explain effective atomic number rule, which was proposed by Sidgwick. It is also named as 18 electron rule and inert gas rule. We know that inert gas elements which are highly stable in periodic table due to having completely filled outermost orbits. Similarly, in metal complexes, if metal attains the number of electrons which are equal to the number of electrons in inert gas elements, then the metal complex will be stable. According to effective atomic number rule, when the number of electrons in metal complex are equal to the atomic number of nearby inert gas element, then the complex is stable. Otherwise, the complex is unstable. In stable metal complexes, metal attains the noble gas electronic configuration. That's why metal complex is stable. Then how can we calculate effective atomic number? The effective atomic number is the number of electrons which are attained by the metal in metal complex. So, effective atomic number is equal to atomic number of the metal jet minus charge on the metal plus electrons donated by the ligands and also sometimes electrons due to metal-metal bond. This is the formula of effective atomic number rule. And this one works well for D block elements. It does not work for F block elements. And also it works better when the metal in the metal complex is in lower oxidation states or zero oxidation states. And also it works better for the ligands which are sigma donors and pi acceptors such as CO and NO. They follow effective atomic number rule. Compounds which obey this rule are kinetically inert to substitution reactions. These are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. Exceptions to the rule. This rule occurs at the end of the transition series. Beginning elements and last elements, they will not follow effective atomic number rule. It's mainly useful for the predicting the stability of metal complexes, and also it is very useful for finding out the number of ligands, the number of CO ligands in a particular metal carbonyl complex. Let us simplify effective atomic number rule to the metal carbonyls. For neutral metal carbonyls, for neutral mononuclear metal carbonyls, the effective atomic number can be simplified as Z plus 2A. Here Z is the atomic number of the metal atom and A is the number of CO ligands. These are terminal ligands. For polynuclear metal carbonyls, you have bridge ligands sometimes and also there is a metal-metal bonds. So the equation will be EAN is equal to Z plus 2A plus B plus C. Here Z is the atomic number, A is the terminal CO ligands and B is bridged, mu2 bridged CO ligands and C is number of metal-metal bonds. Let us take some molecules. NaCO4, FeCO5, CrCO6 and VCO6. Let us calculate effective atomic number of these complexes. Let us take nickel. All these are mononuclear metal carbonyls. So the formula will be Z is equal to, EAN is equal to effective atomic number is equal to Z plus 2A. Simply you have to identify terminal metal carbonyl ligands, CO ligands. Here you have 4, A is equal to 4 and here A is equal to 5, here A is equal to 6 and here A is equal to 6. And what is the Z value? Nickel, it's a 28 and here 26 and here chromium 24 and this one is vanadium 23. Then how can you calculate effective atomic number? EAN for NaCO4 is equal to 28 plus 2 into 4. 28 plus 8, it is 36. Okay, this is the atomic number of krypton. So this one is stable. This one is stable according to effective atomic number rule. Let us take FeCO5. EAN is equal to Z26 plus 2 into 5. 2 into 5 is equal to 36. So this one also stable according to effective atomic number rule. And here Z is equal to 24. So effective atomic number is equal to 24 plus 2 into 6. And it is 24 plus 12, it is 36. Again, this one attains the electronic configuration of krypton. This one is equal to the Z atomic number of krypton. So this one also stable according to EAN rule. And VCO6, it is 23 plus 2 into 6 is equal to 35. This is not is equal to atomic number of this one is not is equal to 36 atomic number of krypton. So this one is unstable according to effective atomic number rule. Let us take some polynuclear metal carbonyls. In this case, what is the formula? Z is equal to effective atomic number EAN is equal to Z plus 2A plus B plus C. Here you have to identify Z. What is the Z value? Let us take this fragment, this part. Let us take. I am taking this part. Okay, here what is the Z value? 25. 25 is the Z value, and number of terminal CO ligands. Here 5 CO ligands you have. So 2 into 5. And B bridge ligands. There is no bridge ligand. And how many metal-metal bonds are there? One metal-metal bond is there. So it will be equal to 25 plus 10 plus 1, 36. This is the atomic number of krypton. And for this part also you will get 36. This one also 36. So this one is a stable complex according to effective atomic number rule. Let us take this one, Fe2C1I. Let us take this part. Let us take for this EAN is equal to, what is the Z value? 26, iron 26, and the terminal CO ligands 1, 2, 3, 2 into 3, 3 terminal ligands are there, and bridge ligands 1, 2, 3, 3 bridge ligands are there, and the metal-metal bonds 1 metal-metal bond. So you will get 26 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1. It will be equal to 36. Again, you are getting krypton atomic number. So this one also stable. For this also you will get 36, since these two are equivalent. In this case also you will get 36. So this one is stable according to effective atomic number rule. Let us take this one, Fe3CO12. Let us take this part, first one, and this one is second iron, and this one is third one. Okay, both first one and second one are similar. So for this, what is the effective atomic number? Effective atomic number is equal to, what is the Z value? 26. And you have 3 terminal CO ligands. So 2 into 3 plus how many metal-metal bonds are there? Bridge ligands are there. How many bridge ligands are there? And this one is one bridge ligand. This one is another bridge ligand. You have 2 bridge ligands. And how many metal-metal bonds are there? 2 metal-metal bonds are there. 1, 2 and 1, 3. So it will be 2. So how much you will get? 26 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. Obviously this one is 36. So this is atomic number of krypton. 1 and 2 are equivalent. Let us take third one. For third one, what is the effective atomic number? For third one, EAN is equal to again 26. 26. And how many terminal CO ligands are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 into 4, 2 into 4 plus, and there is no bridge ligand 0 and the metal bonds 2. So 26 plus 8 plus 2, again you will get 36. So for this also you are getting 36. So in this complex, all the iron atoms attains the number of electrons which are equal to krypton. So this complex is stable according to effective atomic number rule. Let us take the CO2, CO8, both the structures, non-bridged and bridged structures. In case of non-bridged, let us take this fragment, both are similar. For this, what is the EAN? EAN is equal to Z value. For Z value is 27 plus 4 terminal ligands and 2 into 4 plus there is no bridge 0 plus 1 metal bond 1. So it will be 27 plus 8 plus 1, it will be 36. For this also you will get 36. So according to effective atomic number rule, this one is stable. Let us take the bridge structure. In bridge structure, EAN is equal to effective atomic number is equal to this one. Let us take this one has 3 terminal ligands, 2 bridge ligands, 1 metal bond. The atomic number 27, 2 into 3, 3 terminal plus 2 bridged plus 1 metal bond. 27 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. What is the value? 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8, 9, 9 plus 27, it is 36 again. You are getting krypton atomic number. For this also you will get 36. So effective, according to effective atomic number rule, this one also stable. Let us summarize all the complexes, all the metal complexes. NiCO4, Z28 and 2 into 4 this one, 4 terminal ligand. So finally you will get 36, remaining out 0. FeCO5, 26, this one is 2 into 5 and remaining or 0, so 36. This one is stable, this one is stable. And CrCO6, 24Z, and it is 2 into 6, 12, and 0, 0, it will be 36. This one also stable. VCO6, 23, and 2 into 6, 12, and 0, 0, 35. According to effective atomic number rule, this one is unstable. Mn2CO10, 25, let us take 1 unit, let us take 25, and it has 5 terminal ligands into 10 and 1 metal bond, so 36. Fe2CO9, 26, and you have 2 into 3 terminal ligands, 6, and 3 bridge ligands, 3 into 1, and 1 metal bond, 36. Let us take Fe3CO12, 26. Let us take the iron atom which has 4 terminal ligands, 2 into 4, and it does not have a bridge ligands, 0, and 2 metal bonds, it is 36. This is about effective atomic number rule. Thank you very much.